Hi everybody. In this video we're going to look at something called tilt shift, and this will allow us to create depth of field in an image that doesn't have it. So in this case I have this kayaker here, and there's a lot of space behind him and in front of him that I'm interested in blurring out. Now this could have been done in the camera using aperture, or it could be done in post work with Photoshop. So let's get started. I'm going to come up to, first I'm going to convert this to a smart object. It's something I always like to do, so I'm going to go to Filter, Convert for Smart Filter, we're going to do. And what that does is, I'm going to say OK here, it puts a little tag on the image, and the way I describe it, it's kind of like a piece of saran wrap that's on that layer, and anything that I do to it, I'll be able to remove without any pixel destruction. So anything can be changed on that smart filter, and here we go. So let's come up to filter now, and just recently they've added, let me find it, it's in blur gallery. Oh, so here there's blur, which is the older blurs, but now there's this blur gallery, and I'm going to go to, I think it's tilt shift. Okay, so tilt shift brings you into kind of a sub Photoshop here. You can see when I'm finished I can say OK or cancel, and there's some sliders on the right, and actually what happens is if I tuck it in, all of the in the filter here, the filter gallery, the blur gallery, this kind of gives us access to all of the blurs. So there's iris, field blur, tilt shift, path blur, and spin blur. We're going to be using the tilt shift blur here. Okay, and when I drop this down, there's two different sliders here, or I can move my mouse to the middle, which is a little bit easier to move it around. So I'm going to grab it from the center dot here, and this is where I'm going to put, this is where I want it to be focused. So I'm going to drag that over to here, and I think by a mistake I turned on iris blur, so I'm going to just turn that off, making sure that only tilt shift is on. So now what I'm doing is I'm bringing this over, I'm putting it on top of the kayaker here, and you might notice that there's a few lines, so anywhere in between these two lines is in focus. As it gets outside of this line to the dotted line and beyond, it's blurring. And the same goes for down here. After it gets to this line, anything down below, it gradually begins to blur. So we can change that. We can add more blur. There's this little wheel here, and you could drag up this effect or drag it down with what you desire. So this is it. There's symmetrical distortion. I'm not too sure about that, but it's really simple, and look what it has done now. I'm going to just, maybe I'll just bring it up slightly more here. You can also widen this, or you could rotate it, but you can also grab the line, not on the dot, but here if you want to just open up the amount of in focus area, right? So maybe I'll just bring this down to the tree line. Okay, so now I'm going to say OK, and let's look at the difference now. So this is what it looks like now, and without this blur, this is what the image used to look like. So obviously there's a big difference, and this could really help your photography. So good luck, and give it a try.